There's a crash ahead.
Bill, I'm Brian Hines. Hey, how you doing, my family? Great.
It was just woods. That's where I played. It was just woods. Yeah. But man, it's great to have you almost non-sights going through the tunnel, and some of the smells going through the tunnel. But that's all part of the ride. So we're gonna button everything down to go through. Then we're gonna
Several long horn blows. That's an indication we are getting ready to enter the tunnel. These long whistle blows are done as a warning to anyone who may be walking inside the tunnel to get out as a train is coming. The Blue Ridge Tunnel was constructed between 1850 and 1858 under the direction of Claudius Crozet. Crozet was chosen as the chief civil engineer by the Blue Ridge Railroad, which was overseen by the Virginia Board of Public Works, an organization which he had served on for several years. The Board of Public Works worked under the direction of the Virginia General Assembly, which had chartered for the purchase and financing of the railroad. More to come on Claudius Crozet later. Over 800 Irish immigrants and 40 enslaved African-American laborers were used to build the Blue Ridge Tunnel. The tunnel was the westernmost and longest of 4 tunnels Claudius Crozet was charged with engineering to cross the Blue Ridge Mountains at Rockfish Gap. The other 3 tunnels were called the Little Rock Tunnel, 137 feet long. At the time of its construction, it was known as the longest tunnel in the United States. From the eastern entrance, the tunnel slopes upward, from an elevation of 1,430 feet to an elevation of 1,500 feet at the western end. Claudius Crozet's plan to construct the tunnel consisted of teams of workers advancing from both sides of the mountain, each team progressing roughly 26 feet per month, despite the use of 3 8-hour shifts. Construction of the tunnel was done by drilling holes into the rock using a hand drill and hammer. The drill bit was held by a person called the shaker. His job was to turn the drill slightly after each swing and give it a shake to flip out the rock dust from within the hole. The person hammering the drill bit was the steel driver. He swung his hammer as hard as he could to pound the drill into the rock. Black powder was the explosive used during this time, as dynamite had not been developed yet. Mechanization had not been developed either, so after each explosion, the men had to pick up the pieces by hand and put them into a cart to be hauled away. The workers were tasked with creating a tunnel for one railroad track that was 16 feet wide and 20 feet high. The design was elliptical shaped, seen as an advantage in providing adequate clearance, support for the tunnel roof, and cost less to construct. You would think blasting through solid rock was the most difficult part of the tunnel project, but dealing with softer rock turned out to be much more challenging. When they encountered solid rock, there was no need for additional bracing to create a roof for the tunnel, but soft rock did require reinforcing the roof. The only way to do that is to use arching brick to shore up ceiling in the soft rock areas. During construction of the western portal, workers exposed a fracture filled with water about 900 feet in. As a result, all these years later, the tunnel constantly stays wet. Ditches were added to the tunnel to funnel water out. For a train to be able to run through the tunnel. During World War II, freight and passenger traffic swamped the railroads. In response to the demand for the increased rail service, the C&O Railway opened a new Blue Ridge Tunnel in 1944, parallel to the original tunnel. After opening the new tunnel, the original Blue Ridge Tunnel was retired. This newer tunnel is 3,984 feet in length. As we travel from the west side to the east side,
People.
Going to the after.
Going through the area. Going through the area.
After.
Oh, I thought I saw people.
I was thinking you get out. Okay.
Yeah, what do they call it? Emails?
I mean, I saw you had to like pull on the push.
Then you get to see a different side going back, right?
If you keep on going that way, that's
Hey, there's
back
people up
on
there.
Pine River, Montebello, and all that. On this side,
These was pulling